Are we alive? Are we here? Hello. Are we alive? Are we here? Is the stream back? I think the stream is back. Hello? Hi? Hello? Hello? Are we here? Hi's? Hellos? Are we live? It looks like we're alive. We're back. Oh, cool. Oh, fun. Oh, what is going on with the internet, dudes? What the heck happened? I don't know. I think Streamlabs servers died. So if they die again, we'll have to end the stream because my internet did not crash, surprisingly, after what we've had for a while, but what I was sending was no longer being received, and it was both YouTube and Twitch. So I think it was the Streamlabs uptime. Streaming. There's no good way to see. They don't share their uptime. Or if they have issues. That's a bummer. Okay, well, whatever. My friends over on the YouTube, if you can do me solid and click the like button, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We'll keep working. Oh, I felt like we're just getting a good rhythm going too. That is annoying. That is annoying. Tell you what, I think I'm just gonna paint this in here. We did a little and. Block below is gonna be orange concrete and block equal air. Now we're gonna go with pale moss carpet, and we're just gonna do a little paint. And then this is gonna be an and block is gonna be orange concrete and can see sky. And we're just gonna paint this to stone. Oh, is that not doing? Oh, it's because I need to mask surface. No? Guess not. I thought that would work. Never mind. Nope. Oh, I need to open up the new YouTube chat. Cool, it's fixed. Yay, hopefully fixed. Thank you, AI chat summary, for telling me that the viewers are excited that the stream is back. Oh boy. I watched yesterday's video scared, but was surprised by the format. I did enjoy it though. Thank you. Can we see sky with the roof? Yeah, white. I think you're I think you're right on that one. I think that's right. Wait, is it dead again? Oh, Jordan, thank you for the dono. Sorry, I'm a little rattled right now. Okay, the stream is back live. I don't know, my Twitch thing just showed it was dead for a second. They have AI chat summary. Yeah, YouTube live streaming has an AI chat summary that'll tell if somebody joins the stream, it'll tell them what chatters have been talking about in like a 2-sentence description thing that, as you can guess, is always very accurate. I do love because every time I'll join like Jimmy's or Sausages streams or something like that, it is just the most random stuff that chat is apparently obsessing over. It's just so goofy to read. You know what? By this little doorway here. Let's do an... I'm gonna get a little end rod light. Share crash stream. Heck, I need to redo the pin message. Sorry, May. Thank you. Oh, even all of this needs to be spawn proofed. Ah, heck. Oh, but see, that worked. That worked for a little. But that actually doesn't need to be there. I need to figure out what the heck we're doing up here too at some point. I guess we could throw in like trash cans and stuff. The AI chat summaries my work Google chats are so funny sometimes. The feature's awful. Yeah. A garden? I feel like a garden doesn't really fit the cyberpunk dystopia vibe I'm going for here.
Pleased to meet you.
Hiya.
Hiya. Vanessa, thank you so much for the 44 months. I appreciate ya. We're doing well today. I feel like I've seen stuff like this before. Where it has like 2 pipes going. Something like that. I don't know. We can kind of get some levers and bars that are coming out over here. Bam. I don't know. I think we need to just like run a little. I'm not going to worry too much about spawn proofing the actual landscape itself that we're going by quite yet. But we will look into doing that stuff eventually. We got a little bit of stuff back there. You should wait till you get copper bars and use them. Yeah, we'll definitely work some of them in, but I don't like to wait on builds by saying the second that I'm working on a build and I'm saying I can't do this until I get the next thing. That is just going to be an endless cycle, especially with how Minecraft does updates now. It's very... Minecraft is in this weird cycle. I was talking about it on Mog Swamp's More Swamp podcast with him a while ago, and I don't like the drop system, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what?
Have you ever thought of an underwater branch of foliage uni, like an island students sail to with a foliage uni?
Yeah, Setnator, we've got this island out here is held for like a tropical research for like all the coral and everything. I know it's not a plant, but we're gonna do it out there. So this island is probably gonna be out there, and maybe we'll do like a Foliage University ship sailing here. We could also put one in the harbor. Like we could have the Foliage University like school ship being the one that docks there. That's kind of a fun idea. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna go put a little marker down for that. That's a good idea to actually show one. But yeah, back to the drops though. I don't like the way they do the drops because at least with what happened on the last one is as soon as we got access to said drop, like we got the drop in the game for the happy gas, it was less than 2 weeks before they announced what's coming next. And so if you're always in a realm of, ooh, I can make this build perfect when I get to the next update, then you're never going to make anything. You're only ever going to be like, I got to wait for the next update, and you're never going to make anything. Foliage University Research Ship. That's the name of it. I can't help but think that's just like a little screaming dude. Just. Oh, not the end.
Pleased to meet you.
I highly recommend checking out the book Tokyo at Night by Mateusz Urbanowicz. It's a great art book, might be good inspo for the Nether build.
Tokyo at Night book. Mateusz. Where can I find it? Oh. That could be kind of cool. Wow. Are these all photos? Or are they like art things that they made? Oh, it is all like art. That is cool. I'll keep that up on the side monitor. Cool. Thanks, Aviatus. Appreciate that. Your thought on drops, I agree with. I like the content, just not the form and execution. Yeah, watercolor paintings. Oh, fun. Will there be a cyberpunk city around the entire perimeter that look insane in the end? Eventually, the goal is yes. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, I meant to toggle brightness. There we go. Eventually, yes, we'll look into doing that. But for now, I am focusing on just getting to the Nether portals. But as you can see, there's another portal that needs to come down there, and there's another portal that needs to come down there by the obsidian that we have. That one's going to be a little interesting, seeing as it's the farm currently runs like exactly to the edge, and I think it goes to about here. So we might have to do like a full spawn proof like platform coming out, and then like a turret and the things inside of it, or we'll just make it like really tall, because this is my desert, or that's New Papyrus, the portal there. So we could move it back a bit and get it farther out into here. But actually, you know what I kind of want to do? Obsidian, flint and steel. Flint and steel. Sorry. If we were to say move the portal somewhere over here. This isn't a permanent location, but where does it pop me out in the Nether? That? So if we want to go somewhere in the city, we're basically looking at a transition from there to here, somewhere in that line. So we could very easily get something that would position it well, like back into here. So that's doable. Okay, I like that. Is this your hardcore world? This is a copy of the hardcore world. This is what I use for creative planning. So no, this is not the actual hardcore world, but this is a plan that we're working on for it. Or you can cover up the farm in the middle or leave it how it is. If I cover it up, it's going to ruin the rates of it. And that farm no longer exists. If you've seen the one where we built the whole train network out here for all of the wither skeletons, that is the new farm. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna leave those there. I might spark something in the future. Can you give me some really weird ideas, because I've ran out of ideas for my 38,000 day hardcore world. 38,000 days? How much time do you AFK if you were inspired by me? Bro, you got almost 4 times as many days as I do. Incognito, I think that's where the trust system comes in if I don't do that. But also, what's the difference in doing that and doing a seed map? Why? How is flying around in a creative copy of a world to find things different than using a seed map, which everybody is okay with using seed maps, and they can tell you the exact coordinates of where chests and where points of interest are and anything throughout the world. So again, that's kind of the last point that I had mentioned on the cheating. You're kind of hitting nail on the head with that. Of sure, that might be considered cheaty to fly around in creative to do it, but it's considered okay for people to do that in a seed map and then just take that world into, and then take those coordinates, write them down, and take it over into the next world, you know? Like, how is that part okay? Let's do trapdoors. Trash can. Well, dumpster. Big trash. Started by getting inspired by you. Went on my own on about 3,000 days in. Nice, dude. Nice. I'm on 1,000 days right now, but well, I also have a creative copy with at least the same amount of time. Oh yeah. No, I probably spend equal amount of time in hardcore and actual creative. Do you think chunk base is cheating? No, I don't. I think it's a tool. What I'm trying to say when I bring up those examples of being like, wouldn't this be considered cheating? Wouldn't this be this?
Pleased to meet you.
That's never me saying I think it's cheating. I'm trying to poke holes in what a lot of Minecraft fans are okay with. But then when you get into terms of other things, they're not okay with that. Like, that is the big discrepancy I've been trying to bring forward in that video that I made. Like, that was the main discrepancy of what I was looking forward to, or looking for. Algie, thank you so much for the 9 months. Appreciate you. I know we won't be able to see this from far away, but it could be kind of cool. For 3,800 days, you should make a mini-game city, but who would I play with? It's the single-player world. I don't really tend to make mini-games because I'd be the only one actually playing them. Let's just grab some oak. I want to make like a mini-mart in here. Will there also be interior only for the nether portal? There'll be some shop fronts like this, but most likely there will be no actual interiors. Like, we'll do some stuff like this that we'll have some funny things in. Urasaf, thanks so much for the 10 months, dude. Appreciate you.
Hello, many greetings.
Frenchman with the 5 gift subs. Okay, we do have space in there. Let's go with the polish. Just gonna make it look like we have like little racks. Not gonna load them with anything though.
Pleased to meet you.
Jimena, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate you. Do you have the end plant in the Foliage University? Not yet. I was going to put it in the cave system, and we haven't built the cave system yet. What can we do in here? We can have some... Thank you for the mountain advice a few days ago in the supporter chat. Helped me out a lot. Awesome, Slushy. That's great to hear.
I got good stuff here.
Jewel, thank you for the 10 gift subs, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the support, friends. Thank you all so very much. With this kind of... I feel like the color changing on this could make it look like it's like an LED, like, panel going around, you know? And then we can get some... little, like, trapdoor right here so you can get behind. And we can make this a spawnable space, and they can't get... I guess they could get out right there. Maybe the AI wouldn't think that. But, oh, you can walk through that. Just kidding. Oh, I'm going to need so much acacia. Alright, so that can be our little thing in there. What can be a little checkout stand? Because imagine if we come in here and we just get a... just get a little piglin standing back there. That could be so cool. Looms for the ceiling. We need to get we'll just do this again. God, I wish that mod to be able to get like unlimited render distance, the better extended entity rendering mod. Oh, I wish that was still updated, dude. I'm so sad that's not updated anymore. That's kind of sick. Adds to very, very grimy. Oh, then somebody could walk in here and get stuck. Wow. I'm having fun with this now. Actually, you know what? I want to go with the classic. We're going direct. No, we're gonna go andesite, and we're gonna go with tough. Just a little bam, 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 and we're gonna grab you guys, and we're gonna grab. And then, ooh, actually, you know, that probably... We're gonna figure out a different way to do this, then. Then that. I think if we get deep slate, we can run some tile. No, actually, let's grab that basalt
Pleased
back.
to meet you.
New
Polished
tree.
basalt.
Thanks for the awesome content.
Carrie, thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well today. We gotta get those. I need to get that big signs thing. I need to get that big signs mod installed. What is that? What is that mod called? Minecraft big signs mod. No, that's not it. What's that? Like, it makes the big letters. What is that one called? What's the typical age demographic for Flip viewers? I'm in my mid-20s and feel weird about it. Jake, you're actually probably smack dab in the middle. Most of my viewers are my biggest demographic is actually mid-20s. Oh, there is a version. Cheating again. I know, I'm using a mod, sorry. Arceus your summer is using the other day. Yeah, let me reboot real quick. Younglings. Yeah, most of my audience has been aging with me. Like when I started, my audience was like late teens, and now they're in their mid-20s. Which is cool. I like it. I like to be able to be somebody who is, as I'm getting older, I don't feel this need to put on this like fake younger self. Like I feel like I can just keep being myself as things are going, and I like that a lot. Sorry, I'm just rebooting the map real quick, the game. Yeah, make sure you don't say your age in chat. Sorry, I know I was asking about people in the ages, but just for the sake of it, for the mods. Okay. Sorry, mods, that's my fault. Like the stream if you haven't, my friends. I do appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. It's been a weird start of the stream, so any help y'all can give. That doesn't look like it belongs there. I could go there though. I'm gonna do a flower pot. Is leaf litter spawn proof? anybody know? Oh, that's not stone. I'm assuming it's not. Yeah, Google says no. Reddit says no. Is it spawn proof? Yeah, I don't think it is. I'm assuming it counts like a wildflower, which is not spawn proof. You know what? Screw it. They can spawn in the store. There's no large enough space for a gas to spawn in here, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, big sign. Big text off. F mark. I don't know. And off-centered, I feel like makes it even better. Maybe you'll get lucky and one will spawn behind the counter. Yeah, I want one to spawn behind the counter. No, I kind of like that it's off-center. I feel like that adds to it. You think your color blindness helps you coming up with some interesting color combinations? Maybe. That could be part of it. I don't really know. Long live F mark. Yeah, that's what we got in here. Yeah, dude. Honestly, most of this... Oh, just kidding. I was gonna say, honestly, most of it's probably spawn room. Literally all of it is spawnable. That's so funny. There's not a single space in here that's not spawnable. But actually, though... I don't know. Sure. End rod? We got end rods on the ceiling. No, I'm not gonna take that. Let's go there. Let's go mushroom block, maybe. I feel like this being red stripping around could be kind of cool. I'm just starting it with this so that I can easily paint it. Just like a few little spots with mushroom, just like some right around here. Kind of cool. Maybe instead of the concrete powder, we do actual concrete. Give it a little bit more saturation back into it. Dude, that looks worse next to there. F-Mart. There we go. I think the red mushrooms are a little too bright. Yeah. Yeah, I might be right. Let's do that. Oh, pink terracotta potentially. Ooh, I like that. I'm so bummed the text doesn't render from far away. That'd be so cool to be able to have LED signs all over. There we go. There we go. I don't know what I'm saying. F-Mart. 0 pixels. That would be intelligent. My bestie was here earlier during the stream and she always loved the sounds of gas and that was heartbroken at the hurt noises. I'm so sorry. There we go. Do you want to change this out here, though? What could they be? What could they be? Could be composters. Yeah, we'll just do that. Why not? You seen Shovels? Yeah, Shovel's a good builder. I've chatted with him a few times. There we go. You can have F-Mart. Until here. You can have F-Mart from here. Yeah, Shovel's real talented. don't know about the green, but we're gonna try it for now. What else I wanted is some, like... I definitely know I'm gonna be destroying the entire coral reef by the end of this thing. Because it's just... it's too good, dude. It's too good of a block. Yeah, that kind of gives the grime I want on all these things. You've seen the stuff Whip does? He's got real potential. Yeah, that dude's pretty underrated. Definitely should go check him out. Tell your friends. Pretty cool dude over there. No. I have an idea where I've wanted all of these like big strips that are coming forward to be a certain like bold color that will then mess up and desaturate and just kind of run over it, you know, and really texture it heavily. But I'm kind of thinking this could be really cool with crimson as like the dark color. Inspired me to I inspired you to do bigger builds. Cool. I'm over here trying to shrink my builds. Been too many big builds. I don't think we actually take it back all the way that far. I think it's just like a paint on the outside. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna get rid of these. That'll be something else. Probably just be like a little trapdoor or something. I need to be honest, at least on the top side. Okay. Oh, we forgot this a little bit. This one, since it's kind of that like steppy up bit, maybe I know I said we're not gonna do it, but I'm rethinking. We are gonna bring this in. I should have just continued forward with it. What I can do is this though. AC turned off? Wow. That never happens. This one here we'll leave as a single, but everything else is gonna stay. Then in here, I do want to bring this down one. Give ourselves a little bit more. Okay. Warped. Purple terracotta can be sick. We're obviously going to strip stem where we can. What would kind of get us to like whiter tones in here? Okay, let's go back to our, let's go here, purple terracotta. We got that and that. And if we were to like step up to here, that gets us pink terracotta. Does that kind of go to here? It does. So red terracotta technically instead of pink? What else can we throw in here? What's a good complementary color that we could use in here just for like a little bit of like paint? Let's see if we did. Throw in magenta terracotta. That. I think that. I think, yeah, we'll have the regular pink terracotta being the difference bit. Green. We do have bamboo back there already. Flat green. We don't really have like a great green. Yeah, there's like there's like no green blocks in this game. Green is such an underutilized color. Bright green. Yeah, we could go with that. That could be kind of fun. Frog light? I don't want it to have a light source to it. Green going into the gray. Yeah, that's the kind of thing with the mossy cobble. Okay, let's start here. I'm gonna change that to a sideways plank. We're just gonna start. Oh no, what is it? It's magenta, then pink, and we're getting rid of regular. Okay. It's kind of fun. We can have just like a random spot where we get some green in here. Like, I think that could be kind of cool to have this whole section that's like stepping up here being green. That might be too big of a green splotch. You got to figure out how to work those in together. So let's, if we were to do like here to here through mossy stone brick, but then we're making a lot of jumps. We could use packed mud as kind of our transition area. That could potentially. That's not really that. Going to there. Then we go with there. That kind of works. do a little hotbar fixing real quick. Are you looking for a great green? If so, lime concrete. I feel like it might look more watermelony. It's a little, it's a little too bright. I think the bamboo is working though, even if we're using like the front on some of it. The reason you don't want any light sources, because I like to control where light sits in the build. I don't like building out of light blocks because it forces light where I don't want it. I want to be able to come back in and add little things like the end rods like up here to add light sources to things. I don't like Minecraft builds that are completely glowing. I think Minecraft builds that are just completely glowing like crazy look, to me, they look innately bad. So unless there's a way to turn off, ooh, yeah, that does kind of work. That kind of helps. Yeah, unless there's a way to turn off a light source from a block, unless I specifically need light there, I do not use the block. And then like a little, like an air con up there. So iron bar, yeah, iron block. We'll start adding a few more things like that throughout later. How do you feel about using texture packs? I mean, I make my own. I have a texture pack that I'm actively using. I like basic texture packs. I don't think Minecraft needs much of a texture pack anymore. I think Minecraft olden days, before Joppa came in to start working on things, old Minecraft benefited from texture packs. I don't think current modern Minecraft really needs all that much help in the texturing realm, I guess. Cool. Are you planning to fit this on the lore some way? You asked that earlier. I already answered you. Maybe if I'm thinking about somebody else asking that, then the lore is that we are in the Nether. This is a different dimension. Amen. I feel like I've been saying that so much recently. For no good reason other than one of the WoW guys I watched for the when the race is going on, he just like randomly he'll just like make a statement and be like, and aim it. Just like it's like so in my head. I don't know why. When new hardcore video? Probably next week. The gradient from magenta to green is sick. Yeah, I feel like that going through the copper worked out pretty well in there. Different dimension, different mega tree, different style. Yeah. We're not getting into religious stuff in chat today. I do not believe there's any way to have a civil discussion regarding religion or anything on the internet in our current modern time. So we do not have those discussions here because no matter how the discussion goes, it's going to end poorly. So for everybody's sake, we're just gonna not even attempt to start that. We're just gonna say, you know what? If you want to have those conversations, you're more than welcome to do those with other communities. I will never stop you from wanting to have that type of conversation, but we will never get into that conversation here in chat. It's gonna be a pain in the butt spawn proofing everything. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, appreciate y'all being understanding on that one. Something that I think there can be a lot of benefit to be able to talk about, and there's a lot of way you can find understanding with people who are different from you by being able to have those conversations, but it's just not an easy way to have conversations like that. I'll tell you what though, if you ever run into me and we're out and like I'm at a bar and you want to buy me a drink and be like, hey, would you want to chat about this? I'll chat about it. Okay, I like that. I think that actually looks pretty sick. That actually turned out really cool. Yeah, you're all good, Francisco. You're okay. I will never shame somebody for asking a question once if they're just like being curious is totally an okay thing. And I really want people to be able to celebrate their curiosity and topics and everything like that. But I also like to be able to give my reasoning of why we're potentially not going to be talking about the thing that somebody asked about. So you're all good. Don't feel bad for asking. I appreciate you being willing to be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's not push on that. Oh, geez. Jenny, thanks for the
Did
bits.
you use a tutorial for your nether tree farm? Mine broke.
Yeah, whatever farm Shulkercraft did their tutorial on, I'm pretty sure I used the same one. I unfortunately do not know what it is, Jenny, but if you go check out some YouTube's tutorials and things, I'm pretty sure you can find it out there. That sucks though. Good old Minecraft updates. Always good for borking a farm. Okay, let's go with some deep slate. We're gonna go with some cobble deep slate. We're gonna go with some deep slate tile and some deep slate brick. We're gonna work in a little bit of a like woo, and then a woo up to here, and then we'll just kind of add a little tile, little brick at the top. Get the woo, and you get the woo, and then you get a wee. You know, sometimes things are a little bit more woo, sometimes things are a little bit more wee, and that's okay. It's all part of life. Oh, SK. He knows all. Where's the wah? Nah, that's a Wario thing. I can't wah. I can't hit y'all with a wah. See that right there, that little bit of lighting that we get of just like a few points lighting up instead of having it all. I feel like that makes it, that sells the desolate vibe more so than having light source everywhere, you know? I know we did nothing on this row here though, so let's give them 2 soul lanterns, and then this guy can have a single. And then soul lanterns also help with a little bit of spawn proofing. I think I'm unfortunately just gonna be, as I work through this project, just going to be spawn proofing less and less and less. And I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm going to be okay with, as long as my main walkways are spawn proof and like big flat areas like that are spawn proof to the point where we can't spawn gas. I think I'm going to just have to be okay with it. I don't think it's feasible to spawn proof everything and still maintain build quality. What time zone am I in? I'm on the West Coast with the US. What will be the use of the city? It's going to be my new Nether hub. Yeah, I like having mobs roaming around. I just don't want to have gas flying around. That's where I get to be, ooh, we got to figure out how to fix this. Is turning off gas griefing a thing? Probably, but I don't want to turn off gas griefing. I feel like gas griefing is kind of like weirdly too much of a thing to turn off. Like there's a lot of, I've turned off Enderman griefing and I've turned off fire tech because Endermen are My logic behind it is Enderman griefing is something that is no control over the player whatsoever, and Enderman just spawns into the world and will pick up a block and move it. You have no control over that outside of making sure that every single block is not in a position where they can pick it up. So there's no player input in there without changing everything in your entire world, but it gets to the point where you can't actually fix it feasibly. So for me, the big difference is that when you look at, actually, I want to go with gas, is sure, gas are causing problems throughout the world that you're working in and whatnot, but it's still all based off of players being there. A gas is never just going to shoot a fireball. They're going to shoot a fireball because a player is in a position. So if we're looking at it in that way and kind of thinking about like the logic behind it, the gas might be breaking things. It might be causing some annoyances, but it's only an annoying thing because the player was there and the player is the reason for why there's the damage. The same reason why I don't turn off creeper explosions is creepers only explode 99% of the time. There's some weird cases where creepers can explode from skeletons, but it still requires a player to be nearby for it to happen, you know? Like that's where I kind of just start to draw the line of if there's a player input to why something is happening, then that is something that needs to stay in the game. Wanting like a really aged looking wall back there. I feel like that kind of does the trick. Two trash cans in there. I don't know. I built a Coliseum for the first time using Axiom and Lightmatic along with some other building tips Pip has shared, and it turned out so well. Ooh, awesome, Saphir. That's very cool.